For the fourth time in history, the House has passed a resolution approving procedures for its impeachment inquiry of President Donald Trump. That's going to open up a new and public phase of the investigation. The Democrats say it's the right thing to do. The Republicans, as you heard just a short time ago, are livid. For more, I want to bring in former Watergate prosecutor Jill Wine-Banks. She is in New York today. We have a bit of a delay on the line, but Ms. Wine-Banks, appreciate your time. The vote was right along party lines, partisan lines. But tell me what happens next, and are you surprised that it came to this?
No, the evidence has been mounting in a way that made it inevitable and mandatory that this vote be taken, not only because of the evidence of criminal, corrupt conduct by the president, but because there's so many witnesses from within the administration who are testifying. And because of the stonewalling by the president, there was no other option but to declare an official inquiry and to start the hearings in public. I look forward to the public hearings. It is what changed America's mind during Watergate. It's hard for me to believe that I have been alive and a participant in two of the three modern impeachments. And I'm sorry that it's come to this, because impeachment is a very serious and sad day for our democracy. But our democracy cannot stand unless we take this action to hold accountable, to bring out the facts. And let's see what the facts are. No one is voting until all the facts are out in the public. And I believe, as in Watergate, the American public will respond to facts, and that the opinion of Donald Trump and his support levels will fall as the facts come out.
Richard Nixon resigned before he could be fully impeached. Bill Clinton was impeached, but then it didn't go through the Senate. How do you see this playing out, though? It is a Republican-dominated Senate, so how do you see this playing out for Donald Trump?
Well, number one, Richard Nixon resigned when the Republicans from the Senate and the House came to him and said, if you do not resign, you will be convicted by the Senate. You do not have any support left. We have seen the evidence, and you will not survive a vote. And that's why he resigned. It seems that the personality of Donald Trump is completely inconsistent with resignation, that he would fight to the end. Mm-hmm. And has a blind loyalty from many Republicans, so that there will be a trial, and it may end up that people vote for party over country, for party over facts, for party over what is obvious to anybody who's paying attention to the facts, who reads the actual testimony of witnesses so far. And that would be a very sad day. But I think even if it only gets through the impeachment, which is basically like an indictment phase where the House votes articles of impeachment, and I can see three easy articles which are the same as the ones that were used against Nixon, for contempt of Congress, for obstruction of justice, and for abuse of power, for asking Ukraine for something of value to him personally, not for America's interest, but for his own personal interests, and possibly for the interests of Russia, which is where this all seems to come back to.
Well, Jill, we appreciate your insight and your expertise and the, the time that you spent during the Watergate era. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.